Oi, oi. Welcome back to Flutter British. I hope you can all see me fine. Hope you can all hear me fine. Tonight, I am Marcus von Sticklebrick, your host for the evening. We're going to have some good times. We're going to have some fun. It's a brand new day today. An awesome new portal we went through last night. I think it was called the Blue Moon portal. Brand new day. Definitely a brand new realm. So yeah, it's going to be groovy. So we'll do it now. Who fancies being epic and feeling groovy tonight? Anyone? Put your hands up. Yeah, you fucking know it. Don't have to put your hands up. Just you do you, boo. I'm not trying to make you do anything. Anyway, cheers from Sweden. Let's have a look what we got going on here. Let's see. Gather round, my friends. I'm going to tell you a story. Now, this is not a conspiracy. Okay, this is, well, many of you probably don't know, because I didn't know the nuts and bolts of this until like this week, is the bone trade. So bone trade has been going on for hundreds of years. Apparently, there's no official start date because it's never been officially recognized because it's such a dodgy thing to do. And there's no end date to it too, officially. So it could be still ongoing. And that is that human bones have been used, along with animal bones, to purify sugar. Now, we all like sugar. It's the greatest drug on earth, isn't it? I think it surpasses cocaine and all the rest, doesn't it? I don't know. It's a very, very famous sort of substance that everybody really craves. And they purify it. And they've been doing it for a long while using bone. And also, I think it's probably, when I do this dissection here tonight, it could answer a few questions like, where did all the missing dead go? Because they're not all in catacombs. There must be trillions that have gone before us. Where the fuck are they all? So we're going to look into that, and we're going to think about what the elites do and their tastes. It's a bit creepy, a bit gnarly. We'll put it all together in this post, okay? Now, it started, this post, sure, when... Oh, thank you, Hippie Shake. Let's give... You are looking so well. Well, I've been up in the Welsh mountains, I have, Get off my mountain. Linda, good to see you. Kathy Broughton's in the house, bringing the love and fantastic vibration. See, guys, not all the world is not... So I think it's good. I think this is good stuff, man. Everyone's like, wow, it's rubbish. It's not. Only if you think it is. Yeah, so it's going to be really groovy tonight. I got a lot of shares for you, some hundreds of groovy pictures. Hiya, Lorna Fox. Thanks for being here today. Bringing your groovy vibes into the Flat Earth British think tankage, where we do things a little bit differently around here, you see. So, Cuddy Mike, what's up? What's going on? Maticus Taticus, good to see you. We're watching Tataria Vault. Don't know about that. I think this might be one of those AI fucking things, mate. I don't want to really be shouting that fucking thing. Anyway, my own fault. Onward. So Max Maximus bringing the love and vibration. Good to see you, my friend. And everybody, thank you for being here. Gather up, my friends. Gather around. We're going to do a deep dive tonight. It's going to be properly gnarly enough for YouTube. Anyway, they're going to love this. YouTube love this shit. So we're going to be talking about all that. David, good to see you, my friend. So yeah, I've been taking a look around, some boots on the ground video a bit later. I've seen some historical artifacts, so to speak. Juan, good to see you. Antares is in the house, bringing a peace and love and vibration to the family. So yeah, it's getting groovy. Jay, good evening to you. Flat wiggly flat fummage. What? And I'm 51 years old today. Check this out. Juan Torres is fucking 51 years young today. Oh, yeah, good news, bro. From now on, right, you're only going to go younger. Yeah, man, it's the thing the Flat Earth British is doing. Yeah, man. We're doing like, we're not going like extreme Benjamin Button. We end up like babies. That'd be rubbish. But we're going to get really young. So we're like 127 is the new age of... Well, people won't be popping their clogs in the same way as they did before. Actually, it's going to be old. Human bones, can't wait. Yeah, this is properly gnarly. You want to wait till you hear about the Waterloo, as in the Battle of Waterloo. This is so super creepy. And the Battle of Waterloo bone trade scandal. So, yeah, as you know, there was a giant Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon on one side, Wellington on the other, and the British, yeah, stop these blooming French at their antics. And then we won the battle when General Blucher, the Prussian, the Germans, turns up at the 11th hour, helped us out to kick Napoleon's ass. Anyway, apparently there was hundreds of thousands dropped in the fields around the Battle of Waterloo and other battles around that time, all spilling their blood and their guts and their bones into the ground. Now, these are the same fields that are used hundreds of years before in the Battle of like Agincourt or Cresby, and then 100 years later in the Somme, in the World War I battlefields, and even later in World War II. It's just ongoing. So what kind of areas did the military corps, yeah, that's right, they're called corpses for a reason, like to have their battles? Well, farmland. Yeah, this is the same for the American Civil War. Let me remind you of the wheat fields in the Battle of Gettysburg. Yeah. So, they are dropping in the fields and they are revitalizing, large areas, and then people. So I'm guessing at this stage, even if you're a vegan, yeah, they still fertilize that with bone and blood. There's still bone meal and fertilizer in all of their like wheaty products that like so much. So there's not really getting out of it. So my fine young cannibals, it is my suspicion that we have been chowing down on strange meat all along. I mean, since Vesta curries in the 1970s, I was always suspicious of them little square bits of meat. I'm just saying, listen, it's Soylent Green. No, have anyone noticed what we're living in? Well, I'm just saying anything is really possible. Now, the elites definitely know about all of this because they have definitely got a thing about bone, as in bone china. That's right, because bone china and certain ceramics ping at a certain frequency. And they even call it a meeting at their tables, bing, 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 with a spoon, okay, get attention, bing, bing, with bone china. Okay, kings of England like James I, he liked to drink his tea, his lemonsies, out of bones, like of human bones, because it has a specific vibration, you see. Banging bones together has a certain vibration. Hell, don't do it with animal bones. Well, at least I hope that they're animal bones, but no one knows. I don't think anyone cares anymore. Anyway, it's only like meat suits and bones anyway. So the thing about bones is, as you may have heard, Campbell and Kelly been on about bones, haven't they, God love them? Preserve your bones. Is that they do not like perish and they last for like literally yonks, don't they? They never just go away. Unless you take a sledgehammer to them and turn them to dust, and then they end up bone meal, and then you can put them, use them for fertilizer and a whole plethora, okay, of important things that we need in society that are used with bone. Now, is it macabre enough, right, in the past that when there is, say, a excess of dead, that a rag and bone man comes around on his cart going rags, because he wants rags, and bones, because everybody's got bones hanging around in their house, have they? So when the rag and bone man comes round to collect bones, what bones exactly? I can understand from the butchers, but do you think every normal household has, an excess of bones hanging around? There's a couple of questions to be had there. Well, there's a lot of use for bones, everything from glue to... Well, we'll go into it. We're going to go into it. But sugar refinery, that is what they were doing in the past. And in the Waterloo, the Battle of Waterloo scandal, this was open that the Belgian people, they didn't care too much about refining their sugar using the bones of the dead. Well, why waste them? All of them missing in action, right? And hasn't been dug up in fields or anything, yeah, because they're missing, cause, yeah, they've been used very, very intelligently, actually, because I think it's been run this way all along, and I think we've just been missing it. Actually, it's very creepy. I'm not actually that bothered anymore. Anyway, the food's to shit. It's really, really rubbish. The food's rubbish. Okay, don't even. Eventually, I'm hoping that like we'll just come to a higher spiritual awareness where I won't need as much food, but I do actually love it. But that's the thing, see. Yeah, it's like with drugs, isn't it? Guess you in. Come here. This is food. Come here. Guess you hooked. It's like, no, taste this. It's like, oh no, I'm hooked. Just like drugs. Food is drugs, man. Sugar, as you know, is the worst of all. It rots your teeth, rots your brain, feeds the mold. That literally is a parasite that literally tells you what to do. Literally controls your brain. Mold parasite controls your mind. It tells you, give me sugar to feed me. And then you have a sugar craving because you're giving the mold what it wants. Sort of vicious circle, actually. But yeah, so there's been trillions gone before us. My suspicion is this is what's been going on. It's been the bone trade. Fresh bits, that's easy. It's just, that just rots away, yeah? Bones, that's what's more important. And they got inside them, as you know. Many of you may be on a gluten-free diet. It's gluten, okay? And that's used for everything from gummy bears, yeah? Edibles. We all like jelly babies. It's a funny name, isn't it? Jelly babies. I'm just saying, So we're going to look into that and a load of pictures to explain it all along the roads. And later on, we're going to do some art dissection, some fantastic clues along the way concerning religion and the whole dialectic that I'm quite happy to expose and tell everybody what I've learned. So, chin chin to you all. I'm having a nice cup of coffee, okay, Colombian coffee, with two brown sugars. And I bet the not like Britain civilized or anything, because it turns out that Britain was the major importer of human bones in the world. We got a real thing for bone china. In fact, Britain has a real thing for bones. Yeah, you can check that out for yourself. The biggest importers of human bones, but they say there's a cutoff to the mid 19th century. Okay, but that is with that, and that is when the Belgians say, "Oh right, but if we take the bone out of our sugar, the Belgian chocolate that we produce won't taste as fantastic, and the people won't be as addicted." You see. So all that yummy Belgian chocolate, I'm a chocolatier, ladies, that thing, yeah. That's because it's human in it. Am I creeping you out, yeah? Well, wait till I show you the images. Fuck me. Okay, let's add some commentary. As you can see, your comments come up on the screen. 150 you turns up. Good to see you. I don't know what day it is. It's a day. It's Pinch Punch, first day of the month. No return. Okay. June the 1st. I'm not sure what actually happened to May. May just went like that in a second flat. Very noticeably short month. So high vibes in the house. Lab grown choc now. Oh God. I don't know if they're 3D printing the burgers. I don't try. You just don't know, do you? Especially with the chicken. The chicken, you was suspect, isn't it? So Maximus. I eat and drink mainly off. Oh, there you are. That's nice. Look at you. Ooh. Okay. Well, let's get stuck in. I'm going to start sharing the pictures. Started here. So in the morning, a lot of mornings, and since I was a child in this area I live in Wales, I've woken up to the sound of the scrap man. Okay, this is somebody goes round, maybe gypsies, in a van, and with a speaker, a really loud speaker, saying, any old iron, any old iron, any old iron, you look sweet, talk about a street. With your old man's green hat on. Anyway, cut to the chase. It sounds like an Ottoman call to prayer. And it happens every morning. Then all the dogs start howling, and it's been happening since I was a child. It's like really weird, but they do it. But anyway, it's a harp back to the rag and bone men. And they used to come around, rags and bones, rags and bones. You've all seen Steptoe and Son, haven't you? Okay, well, I really love Steptoe and Son. It's one of my favorite all-time things of this reality, actually. I'll share that with you now. Here, the rag and bone trade. We're going to start here. Okay, so men used to go around the cities. Well, used to go around all over. Here's our Harold, you dirty old man. Really feel sorry for him, really, but they got a good life, really, compared to most. They got all of these things that they've collected. They got a horse, for fuck's sake. That's absolutely epic. And they collect rag and bones or anything with these two. So the rags that they collected, up until, you know, I was a child, actually. Well, they collected paper, but the rags were called shoddy and mungo, like Mungo Jerry. Yeah. Shoddy and mungo, and they used them for clothes, for military uniforms, for bedding for the military. They used them for blankets. They used them for fillers, for mattresses, loads of uses for the rags. So why is there an excess of rags? Well, I thought people had not much money. Apparently they got loads of old rags. Anyway, they were recycling everything. So, excuse me. So the bones, okay. So we'll just presume that they were collecting any old bones that were hanging around post-reset. So there's going to be like the cemeteries are woefully empty, guys, and there's nothing before the 1800s, really. It's like, and if they are, they're in a box, a big stone box, in some cathedral or some church. They should be dead everywhere. Yeah, but they're not. They're gone. They're like literally missing because they've done something with the bones, the only thing that was left of them. Now, we know the catacombs are full, but that is not the extent of the missing humanity that went before us, which has been here a while, reset after reset after reset. Or do I have to remind you about that over and over again, looping? And I think what happens with every civilization is we get to a point where AI, okay, it's given to the masses, and I think then that's when it all goes to shit. I think all of this AI thing has been here all along, actually, but giving it to the masses to input their data and enhance AI's intelligence. Anyway, bones. So they use them for glue. I thought that's funny. I thought it was horses. So they use it for glue because there's the glue ting, the glue ting in it. Jelly babies. Jelly babies. Why are they called that, man? That's just spooky. So yeah, we're going to look into all of these subjects right now. So these are the rag and bone men. Here it is. They go around Britain with their cart. Rag and bone, rag and bone. And it turns out that the bone industry, no, that's Lady Di when she was actually a carer of children. I don't know how that got on there, but it's very strange to see that, her walking down the road. But yeah, they are. Back to the dialogue. So, came around horse and cart and collected any old rags, any old iron, and then they go into these yards. You can see bales of rags and barrels of, don't know, but other bones. Like everyone's got bones. It's really weird, but everyone, I'm guessing, has. Big trade worth billions, I suspect, worldwide. In today's money, I think that the bone trade was a biggie. Yeah. So they use it as fertilizer. And as you know, fertilizer has derivatives for nitrates, which make explosives, as you know. Nitroglycerine can be derived eventually from the substance of bone. There's just so much you can do with bone. And human bone, yeah, well, that's better stuff. I think human bone is the good stuff, what they want. And the blood. We all know it's all about the blood, don't we, guys? Yes, we do. So yeah, multi-billion-pound industry. Everyone was collecting rags, bits and bobs. That was the world we lived in before. And I do remember it, and I got an echo of it only this morning. Now, isn't it a weird coincidence that all of the major battles that happen anywhere in the world happen in farmers' fields? And then this is supposed to be the dead of Gettysburg. But you know, they look, I don't want to mag up on them, but they look a bit suspect to me. These are the dead of Antietam, the Battle of Antietam in the American Civil War. But they will admit that the nutrients from the dead and the blood running through is really, really good for the farmland. And then eventually, like a little time later, they will be turned into crops and everyone will chow down on it, enriched by the human dead. This is the Flanders fields in the First World War, as you know, turns into a muddy quagmire hell, like hell on earth. But all of that is farmers' fields. And by 1919, it went back to farmers' fields, growing beautiful meadows of poppies, because poppies did really well in high blood content soil. And turns out millions of missing people. They got all their names, but they're not here. Where are they? Oh, they got blown to smithereens. Nothing left of them, I'm afraid. Okay, but you didn't go around and collect all their bones or anything for this multi-million-pound industry, did you? The bone trade. Yes, and the Belgians have admitted it, and there's all sorts of, you know, evidence and admission that this was going on. There was even the suggestion that they were using, you know, fallow from human dead in the First World War to run oil lamps because there was a short supply. And as you know, in the Battle of Stalingrad, cannibalism was practiced because there was no chow down because they were in siege. And in the siege of Leningrad, I've read all about it. Apparently, it was the done thing. It was to chow down on the frozen dead in the fields, in the streets. I know. So yeah, these are the army of the Confederates, it looks like, and they are in the trenches waiting to go over the top the very same way as they do in the First World War. So American Civil War, exactly the same. Countless men. These were Napoleonic-sized battles in the American Civil War, right, guys? Yeah, there is little evidence of all of these tens of thousands of dead. They're supposed to be dead. Okay, they're not there. They're missing too. The missing of the medieval battlefields when all of these men are like falling. What do they do with them? Well, they use them to make money because there's a lot of really, really useful stuff. We've got the blood, so you can screen the blood. Greatest concentration of gold is in the human heart. Hearts of gold. And I think you get an ounce of gold from about 80,000 people screened. So don't even waste the blood. So when they fall in the muddy battlefield, all of that ends up in the fields and all of that vibration ends up in the food. And the farmers don't mind selling it. This is quite an unbelievable shot, aerial shot, at the extent of some of the damage in the First World War on the town of Ypres, which was left to rubble. And this is the cover. It's just, I think it's just from a movie, but it gives you an idea of all of the missing dead in the industry and collecting bones. I got so many images. I thought it was quite a clever thing as well with the First World War, is to blind the men with gas so they didn't see the crimes that was going on. You know, mustard gas and all of that, gas them, blind them, and then they can't see, you know, the mass culling and purging of all of these people, and then they're all missing. They're all just fucking vanished off the face of the earth. Called missing in action. Both wars. It's unbelievable amounts of human beings just missing. They go marching off to the trenches, they go over the top, and they vanish off the face of the earth. In the mud, the bones are collected. So yeah, this all went back over to it's a good way of clearing woodland as well for farmers. It's like, oh yeah, we got extra farmland coming. How so? It's like they're going to clear a whole wood for us when the war comes through. So very clever, isn't it? Send the military corps in. So yeah, let's think about like Napoleon. Let's just think about his name for a second. I really been going. I don't want to look at pictures of him because I find him a bit creepy and horrible. But his name is Bonaparte. I'm just saying. Did you notice? What about Bonaparte. So yeah, Bonaparte loses his battle, ends up exiled and stuff. You know all of the score. This is supposed to be photographs of the site of the Battle of Waterloo, where the Belgians collected all the bones of the dead and admit it. This is supposed to have happened, and use it, right, for the refining of sugar for people's diet. And people just don't mind this has been refined by the dead. Okay, so this is 100 years after they've taken photographs. Obviously, there's little sign that anything happened. One gravestone, considering all of the tens of thousands of the men that got killed there. There's a little sign of the action that happened, the Battle of Waterloo, all around this little farmhouse, because it was on a farm. I bet he did well after that, all bits and bobs. There's a little tiny bit of antiquity here from the older world. So yeah, after the battles, then they built a big pyramid. So maybe, it was around, it's a funny name anyway, isn't it? Waterloo. It's a very Phoenician thing going on with that. Let's have a look at this. So this is by the Napoleonic or Wellington's troops during the Battle of Waterloo. Highly interesting. Yeah, Bonaparte. I'm suspect. I just think all of this is like, an implanted reality. Check this out, and I can guarantee you that the realm you are living in right now at this moment is not the same one as yesterday, because I can fucking tell everything has changed. Do you notice that old wall under that wall? And the blocked up, bricked up windows. Why so? Yeah, I don't think they got window tax in Belgium at the same time as Britain. So there's a little old chapel. Yeah, so apparently there was all like hundreds of men along these walls, and a vicious battle, massive coronades of cannon, hundreds and hundreds of cannon blasting all at the same time. Don't know, just seems weird. But yeah, it's definitely about the chi location. So it's about where it's on a node on a specific day, and then they'll pour that energy, the blood, the death, the shock to the multi-dimensional thing, because it just echoes through, and then explosions too, causing a ripples effect and all of that. It's just, wow, holy shit. And that's where all the troops were, apparently. So yeah, the Belgians apparently stopped it, but I'm like in the camp. Well, that's just me, because I'm a flat earth auto hoaxer. I think that they're still doing it. And the sugar industry has got to be one of their biggest cash cows in the world, hasn't it? It makes all that diabetes medicines. It makes all of the, dentists. Jesus, if it wasn't for sugar, if sugar was banned, dentists would be all out of business, wouldn't they? So yeah, that's the main site for the Battle of Waterloo, is this farmhouse. It's a bit like the Alamo narrative. That's a nice tree, though. I like that. Looks like my tree by there, if you can see it. Oh, thank you, Bishop. That's super kind of you, sweetness. So the Crimean War I've studied as well, and the Boer War, World War I, World War II, all caused by the same bastards. Their scooter. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The Crimean War, they could have just, when they arrived, man, they could have just taken Sebastopol there and then. And the officer, Cardigan, he says, no, man, time to sit down, set up tents, let's have some tiffin and a cup of tea. And we'll organize getting the city. By the time they did all of that, Sebastopol was alerted and set up a defense. But if they'd have just, struck while the iron was hot, they could have just averted 60,000 deaths. There was only 12,000 through battle. The rest were through heat, stroke, and froze to death in the winter in the Crimean War. Hardly any died in the battle. Well, 12,000 is a lot, but I mean, their official figures don't mean shit Okay, who gives us the figures? They'll just tell us anything, and we just lap it up. After freaking what happened 5 years ago, we to believe anything that they say. Yeah, it's just no. When it comes to the official narrative, I think that, you know, we can just, you know, decide for ourselves what we think has happened. I think that there was some sort of massive reset and a restructuring of society. These are post-apocalyptic times. Check this, right? So after the Battle of Waterloo, the first thing they do, they say, right, is chuck up this big pyramid, right, with a pyramid, with an obelisk on top. And you can see a fasces column there, yeah? So the pyramid wasn't there before the battle. I kind of thinking that it was, and I'm kind of thinking that that's what the whole fucking battle was about, is this epicenter, the pyramid. The Battle of Austerlitz too, they did exactly the same. They put a big pyramid there, and that was one of Napoleon and Bonaparte's, not tonight Josephine. So they built a big fucking pyramid on the site, on the Battle of Austerlitz too, and other sites. Big pyramid. I feel this was a real pyramid. Okay, and I feel that the battle was fought over it. You can see a big imperial lion on a pedestal, but you can see this is the sides on that. That's for sure a pyramid. I bet there's pyramids all over the landscape that they're just claiming are mountains or some Iron Age earthworks. Let me just think about the First World War. I do a lot. I think I died there in a previous life. Explained before. So before they go over the top in the Battle of Somme, they have a foreknowledge that not only are they probably going to definitely die, which they are, their bones of what's left is going to be collected and then end up in bone china for the elites to ping their cups with their little fingers like this, sipping away, and to refine the sugar, the biggest cash cow, because Britain is a confectionery producer like no other. I think they're the biggest confectioners in the world. I have been since the times before Napoleon, apparently. That's what Napoleon said. So this look is not only the Thousand Isles Stare, it's the foreknowledge that he's about to die. I think these are very, very poignant and chilling pictures that really do something to me. They're quite something, aren't they? Young men. For what reason, guys? Do you know why? Because some fucking duke gets killed in fucking the Balkans. Like, who gives a shit? Archduke, who gives a shit? And then tens of millions die. And almost 1 million British die. Never mind the horses. I just can't believe it even happened. But I know, because I've seen these men. I met people from the First World War when I was little guys, old Mr. Williams and all other people who were in the trenches, who survived somehow. I don't know how. But I kind of wish that it didn't happen. I kind of wish, he's Irish looking, that they didn't die in the First World War trenches. Think about bones a minute. Now, I don't have to show you pictures of catacombs. Now, there's a lot of art that they do in bones, like scrimshaw, because if you put information into bone, okay, it would stay there if you buried it like a time capsule. And they are capsules because they're sealed both ends. And there's a hollow bit in the middle, exactly like a battery. Exactly like a battery. And as you know, I've explained donkeys years ago about piezoelectric forces being produced when bones are pressed together. Okay. So when you've got a pile of bones, tons and tons of them, yeah, they literally can release a piezoelectric force, which can be gathered. So this is called antiquity, and it's a possibility that they were using the dead to produce electricity, which I've talked about before. So yeah, the whole narrative of death is just, I'm not doing it because I'm in the camp, okay, that this is hell and this is the afterlife, and a very strong possibility that all of this is happening in some sort of instant within our mother's wombs, because we haven't been born yet into the real world. Anyway, this is an old alchemical thing to remind you to die, like you're going to forget. It is appointed for all men, not women, once to die, like, and they spell die like they do, you know, dye your clothes. Therefore, think upon the eternity. What did Prince say? Remember to only die twice. Didn't he say that in Sign of the Times record? Yeah, he did, didn't he? But then he dies, didn't he? But he never really died, did he? So yeah, skull and crossbones, I've seen some evidence for. So giants, we're going to talk about giants. We're going to talk about dragons in this too. So dragons, yeah. I'm not in the camp of dinosaurs. Okay, guys. But they could be dragons instead of dinosaurs if they had any bones, which they haven't really, as you know. So they got, like, this is a nice thigh bone here. This guy is, and he's put it up on where it is. So this would be a really, really big human being, and I think that is a giant. I think that's good evidence. It's not an AI thing anyway. I've seen that years ago. The constant reminder, the whole structure and paradigm is based around you being scared of death, when every single one of us apparently got to do it. Yeah, isn't that weird? Everyone just flipped out about it. Most people go nuts at the realization, the stark realization that one day, apparently, you're going to be in a box, eaten by worms, and look like that. Everyone in the world. So this is not hell, then, is it? A very Phoenician thing here. It's got the laurel leaf on, as you can see. This is carved from a human bone. This is another macabre practice of the 1700s, was artworks carved in human bone. They used to use whale as well as, you know, scrimshaw, but this would last for, well, forever, really. Very macabre indeed. The reminder, look, that's you, that is. It's like, no, that's you, that is. Fuckface. I'm looking forward to the massive Armageddon that's coming. We all go together then, guys. It'd be really epic. A big tidal wave. Wash away all our sins. Fuck yeah. Until that day, I'm going to party like it's 1999. No, that's been done again. I think Prince is like creeping into my reality here somewhere. Anyway, look at this Cheddar Banuski's like just mocking us. They are mocking us. The whole paradigm is mocking us. Look at this. Yeah. Oh, I've got a fucking terrible headache. People are so like, I'm not going to say the R word, right? But even if this was like through the average person's head today, they wouldn't even notice it. Yeah. I think lobotomy should be brought back. Look at this. Old clubs and stuff made out of human bones. I had a sword fence once from my friend Mel with human bones, because we walked in an old graveyard and all the old bones had come up from hundreds of years ago. There was a stonemason there, said, oh, don't pick the bones up. They probably got Black Death on them. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck ever? Oh, God. What? It's what they would have wanted. And it's probably the most action they've had in a long, long time. Probably giggling from the other side. I would be. I'd be like, fuck yeah, take me to a party. Put me in your pocket. And the beatings will continue until morale improves. So let's. This is my everyday to-do list. No, this is a definite, right? Do this. This is what I do, right? 1, I drink coffee. Can't wait for my first coffee in the morning. It's like the best one in the world. 2, try not to kill anyone. Tricky, I know, but it is doable. It is doable. It's already 20-8. Yeah, nearly done this day. I haven't topped anyone. 3, repeat steps 1 and 2 over and over. Okay, that's just for your own safety and to preserve you. This is a strange religious artifact. Look at this. Mr. Weird. Yeah, this is religion all over, isn't it? Oh, God. This is like literally an advert for migraine tablets. And underneath, it's human teeth, because they have like literally encased him and then stuck him in a church, as we know. some of these statues are, in fact, Medusaed elites, probably Phoenicians, and there's people under them, especially the veiled beauties. They definitely shrink wrapped them. This is in Peru. It's one of those elongated heads. It's hard to say. I don't think it's like a generated image. I think these really existed. I think there were so many different resets, types of people, the giants for sure, 100%. Massive, big, massive trees. We're going to look at one of them later. And these folks, no, I guess, because of Star Trek, the big, I bet they got really, really big brains. Yeah. The frontal bit is a bit low though, so I don't know if they've got like cognitive abilities, but they could be really, really smart or really, really not smart. It's difficult to say. Look at the little tiny holes for the optic nerves. It should be a bigger hole there. They're different than us, not the same at all. So this is a sad episode in human history, isn't it? So the Native Americans, they had a bit of a shit of a time. Apparently they give them small blankets, killed them all. So that's definitely 100% didn't happen, but a lot of them did die. Okay, so what happened? Well, I don't need a genius to work out what fucking happened. Yeah, and this is ongoing in the modern day. Gathering buffalo bones on the prairies of Alberta in Canada. All right. Well, that was their main clothing and food source, was the old bisons and the old buffalo. And when they were like virtually, sorry, it's making my breathing go funny, thinking about killing them. I didn't actually have an effect when human beings on the field of battle died then, but thinking about buffaloes lying in the field, I have a completely different automatic reaction. We'll get upset. They did this, built mountains of bones, killing the prairies, clearing them of all these animals. Right. Are they really? So how did they get the cattle? There's a big process. Unless you've got a shit ton of lime, there's a big process of producing a bone quick. Okay. If you left it out in the sun, it's going to take a while to get take it down to this state, maybe a year. These say that they are buffalo bones, but you can't really tell. I got pictures of mass cemeteries in Cuba. I'll show you later. Bones of Saint Peter found under an altar in Vatican. The Vatican believes. Now, I remember all this from when I went to Rome and the Basilica and all of this about like, apparently St. Peter's been doing a thing, yeah, and we found him under the altar. Now, it is my deep suspicion, yeah, because I am a believer that this clickety-clacking fucking thing is definitely going on, that they are putting ashes, okay, under altars. I just want to go in churches and sneaky look what's under their fucking stinky altar. It's what I want to do, where they alter things with black magic. Yeah, because they're all on the fucking dark side, guys. I love exposing them and their wickedness. I would like a world with cyclopses. Apparently, they're really, really pleasant people. They are in the Fallout TV series, very apologetic. Apparently, they existed in the past, Cyclopeans. That would have been groovy as well. Lots of different peoples. Right, there's a ginger witch here. Let's have a check her out. She looks really anemic. They didn't eat much back then because they didn't have any toilets. So they definitely weren't doing much in the way of pooing. So what were they eating? No toilets. I don't know. So yeah, this was apparently really, really useful. Apparently, it was like ecstasy of the day. It was a lobotomy. Yeah, man. Apparently, they're like, do you enjoy that? I was like, fuck yeah, do you want to do it again? Don't quote me on that, though. So yeah, let's have a look at this cat who was found dead in a pit. Oh, that was nice. They stuck all human teeth on its skull. I wonder what happened to the people these teeth actually belong to. Of course, it's a bit like Predator, isn't it? It's a bit like Dolph Lundgren collecting ears in Universal Soldier. Yeah. That was weird, wasn't it? Good roll, though. So, yeah, there he is. He dug up that bone and then he put it in front of that picture thing of a giant. So I definitely think they were about. I think they're definitely covered in Arab. And if they do find any dinosaur bones, because we look into the bone wars. So the elites definitely, yeah, know about it. What I'm telling you about sugar and what about bone. And I really am in the camp of this stuff is not ended. Okay, what you do? They think they do with all of the. You know, have you ever looked into how many people get amputees every year in Britain alone? It's a fucking lot. What do you think they do with all them legs? Have you ever seen a McDonald's delivery? No, not me. They just automatically got the food there, haven't they? Like the little magical fucking McDonald's fairies have made it all appear. In fact, you could say that the same for everything, couldn't you? It all just magically fucking appears, couldn't you? You don't follow all of it back to its source, do you? To find out what it is. You just take it as, oh yeah, it's probably all right. It's from them, isn't it? You know, them ones that will fucking just like pull that weird shit like they do. Stephen Fry, he's a bit of a creepo, isn't he? Fucking hell. He's in the film V, making out he's a truther and stuff, hiding all like books and stuff. I definitely would, if I was a detective and allowed to do this stuff, implicate him into something dodgy going on with, God bless his soul, Rick Mail. Oh, we miss you, Rick Mail. We love you. You told the truth. And well, look at him. He's like a big gay gangster, is what he is. Oh, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. This guy was in Wonderful Life, wasn't he? Stuart, what's his name? Not me, brain dead. Anyway, he likes a cup of tea. Let's have a look at some elites drinking out of bone china. So there's Katie Kins. That's a nice little cup she got going on there. Any of them got jugs? No, she's got a mug. Not a very nice mug, though. Queenie Kins and Miss Queenie Kins. Come back, Queenie Kins. There's thousands and millions of children he's eating. And I'm not saying the Queen eats children, guys. There's no evidence for that, except for that poor, like, I think it was Portuguese boy or something, said, yeah, fuck yeah, we had to run for our life on that beach. They were going to chow down on us. I don't think that's available on YouTube anymore. I don't know who this one is. Is she like something important? She's got a Chinese bone china. So I used to be at sea and I used to collect china clay from Cornwall, and then they ship that off to China, and then the Chinese make bone china. It doesn't come from fucking China. It comes from Cornwall, like all the good shit. Anyway. So here they are. The Godfather. I can do you a favor. Yeah, like literally a mafia godfather. He even looks like Don fucking Corleone, guys. Yeah, he looks as shady as fuck. Yeah, he's gonna do you a deal. He does deals. This is what he is. He's a fucking gang. They're all gangsters. And she's a gangster's mole. And they got like nice bone china. It's like, oh, doesn't tea taste better out of the dead cups, Charles? So, infinitely better. Don't think we're going to have animal bones, do you? We are royal. So, yes, they died for us. It's like, it's what they would have wanted, love. And Diana. Yes, and Diana. So, here's the creepy four, except for probably George Harrison. Yeah, I don't think George Harrison. I can't imagine George Harrison doing anything really, really bad. Don't really want to think like that. But the others, 100% definitely. Oh my God. So bad. Ow, my head hurts. But they definitely like to drink a cup of tea and push it, the old char, and the china. There's JFK. He didn't last a tomato season, didn't he? Especially after he opened his mouth about secret societies. And we're sending men to the moon. God. Lyndon Johnson, then. Let's bomb everyone in the world. How's that tasting, sir? Is that a good human cut you got there? Wait, that's a bit hot. Ooh, well, pour in your sauces, sir. Pour in your sauce and sip it out of your sauce. And no one's looking. You're the president. You can slurp, sir. You can slurp. Like them fucking goddamn noodle slurpers, sir. Here's David Bowie. Okay, he knows about the China cups. Jimi Hendrix definitely knows about. It's not very LSD, Jimmy. Is a cup of tea. Less is LSD, cup of tea. Paul or Fall. But that looks like the Paul version. Dean Martin. Who doesn't love Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin films, guys? Fucking love Jerry Lewis. I did. I think I got Jerry Lewis-esque parts about my personality. So I'm like, some of us do have them, and the Fonz mixed in with a bit of Jerry Lewis. Okay, that's what Elvis the Pelvis likes a cup of char, and whoever this fucker is over here looks like Heisenberg is having a cup of tea. Helena Bona Carter loves a cup of tea. And Tim Burton, boss, Tim Burton. Oh, there's Twigsky. So, yeah, Twiggy, she likes a cup of tea. So, what? Fuck me. I can't even believe she can lift that cup up. It must be a bit heavy for her. Jesus. Anyway, time goes on. I liked the 80s Twiggy. I thought she was very attractive. Anyway. He is Jack Nicholson. He likes a melon, but he likes a cup of tea. He was 89 this week. Jack Nicholson. He still looks all right. Looks a bit of fat get, but he's old. Everyone gets old and fat, don't they? But I think he's one of the best actors in the world. Some Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Brilliant one there. One of the best. Daryl Van Horn in Witches of Eastwick. Best devil role. Yeah, he played the devil a lot, though, didn't he? I don't like that fucking Al Pacino. Such a creepo. Do you know who really does my head in? Yeah, what a fucking... I'll let you know now. I'm going to spill about Hollywood stars. Dustin fucking Hoffman. Does my head in. I can't even look at him. I just can't look at him. Oh, God love him. Lady Gaga. Yeah. She likes a purple cup of tea out of bone china, and they all push it on telly as well. Ah, my Huckleberry friend. I want to give her a big kiss on the Brian, do you? Yeah, she likes a cup of tea as well, does Audrey. She's probably a bit posh for me, but I don't know. I like a bit posh. Ow! It's got to pay me back thinking about Audrey things. Hey, Beetle. So in the Beatles meets Miss King of the Jews, fucking Zimmerman, right? So, hey, boys. It's like, do you want to drink? Do you want to drink with us, Bob? So, I don't drink alcohol, man. So, what do you do? So, I smoke pot. So, what, real pot? So, yeah, so have a go. So, apparently, he turns the Beatles onto pot and changes the whole paradigm of reality. Apparently, then, yeah, Sgt. Pepper's, the Beatles, psychedelia, LSD, and the whole world went from black and white, ping, to colour overnight. I actually remember this happening. Yeah, I do. So what are these? These are called colours. Have they always been this way? Yeah. Like Pleasantville. So, yeah, he sold his soul to Satan. You know that one. We know about that, don't we? Said it was I done a deal with the commander. It's like, do you know when you've done a deal with the commander? Can you've got some charisma, a good voice, yeah, and not look like something a dog have stepped in, yeah? Very nasally. No, you know he's done something nasty. I bet the only thing worse than Kevin Spacey's cellar or Dave Grohl's cellar is Leonardo DiCaprio cellar. I bet it's a really ugly place. I don't want to think about it. In fact, let's just not think about it. Sorry, just eating hay. He floats like a butterfly and he stings like a bee. Yeah, Muhammad Ali, previously Cassius Clay, until he had a vision or whatever, money, to convert to Islam, which was totally normal for, well, he met Islam Malcolm X, wasn't it? I just don't get it. Malcolm X, right? He's supposed to be like a pimp and drug dealer and everything. And he ends up like fucking whatever. It's not a very good role model. I'm just saying. Oh, you know, we can forgive. People can change. No, they fucking can't. Don't buy in that. Anyway, if you're dishonest then, you'll be dishonest later. Think about it. Marilyn Monroe. Oh, what a weirdo. She looks like she's indulged that day, doesn't it? She's thinking devious women thoughts, or maybe no women thoughts at all, maybe more men thoughts. Oh, here's Ingrid with a bit of Humphrey. Humphrey likes a Bogart, don't we all? Kind of like Lauren Bacall, but I'm not sure if she's like I'm not sure any of them are female, but you and me, T. Cumberbatch, might take you up on that, bro. I don't know. Maybe we can discuss a new movie idea that I've got swimming around in my head. It's really good. English actors, yeah, are totally, properly shit at everything, yeah. Brenner, stage and screen. No, this guy's not. He's quite a good actor, this guy. I was thinking of another one. He likes tea. Sam Mick Jagger. It's like, I wanted to play drums. So he was from the London School of Economics. They picked him up because apparently he had probably 3 over the average IQ level. And they say, do you want to make a band and go like be famous forever? And now they're still like, oh, the last Rolling Stones come back tour ever again for real this time. Whatever. Wish they would just fuck off. Charlie Watts is dead now. Yeah. Bill Wyman married his children. I'm not digging. How many wives have he had? There was Jerry Hall. She was apparently Mensa. She was hot though. She was 3 times bigger than him. There was Bianca. What was her name? Fucking the Brazilian chick. The model. They were all models, weren't they? Marion Faithful, probably as well. I don't like. I just want to talk about these women anyway. Don't even like the guy. Toss spot. Cary Grant's all right. He looks like my old man. My dad looks like Cary. The back of his head looks like Cary Grant's. Back of Cary Grant's head, by there. Oh, I thought that. I thought Dad looks like Cary Grant, but he was from Bristol. Archibald Lang. I know, so fucking Hollywood, isn't it? When they changed it to Cary Grant, nobody had watched his movies. Whoa. See, do you know the devil? Yeah. He's so sly and nasty. I get like devil, they all get like, let me just explain something, right? Thieves all look the same. Dishonest fuckers, they all look the same. They give this face thing, okay? Well, Satanists, they all look like the devil a little bit. They get like devil looks. He's got it. Look at him. Fucking one-eyiness. Fuck off, Leonardo. Sorry to rant. I don't mean to give that energy out there to Hollywood stars, but who actually gives a fuck? And it's my channel. That's what I'm doing today. This is Boris Karloff. I love Boris Karloff. He's wicked, this actor. Yeah. And he likes a cup of char as well. What else is there? David Bowie. Seen David Bowie. I like David Bowie. I'm a big fan of David Bowie. Grace Kelly and Kate Moss chowing down on the old human bone china and our Royal Highness. She's still on the money, though. She haven't gone away. I haven't even seen a Charlesy coin or note yet. Like, I don't think it's going to happen. And here they had the Beatles. Oh, a lot of bullshit. Curl or raised, the little finger, another etiquette. So did you ever practice? Let's practice this with my mug, see if it works. It's weird, isn't it? It's like a little erection. Isn't it weird? Maybe that's what it means. Maybe it's a secret language like fanning. Sorry, I was just sick a little in my mouth. Margaret Thatcher, here she is, closed all the Welsh mines down, killed umpteen Welsh people. Nigel Farage would like to come into power now and try and kill umpteen Welsh people. We're not going to be permitting it, though. So, got a problem with Welsh people. See, us Welsh people, we ain't got a problem with you. I should come, yeah. Dragons. So what did I discover this week about dragons? Well, we discovered that Mott and Bailey's, the old apparent Saxon settlement, there's been a shit ton, apparently, of dinosaur bones that are located in these areas that they've dug up. I don't know where they are exactly. I think it's dragons attacking these places. Now, what I'm going to show you here, right, is countless depictions of dragons in different countries. And like every single country in the world really knows about dragons. So were the people in Beijing chatting away nicely to the people of Wales in far off distant past? I think not, because apparently they didn't have the internet or the telephone. But the earth is flat, so the smoke signals would have worked. Or lesbian. So yeah, this is apparently Alexander the Great. He turns up, yeah. And then apparently there's all of these dragons with crowns on, yo. Crowns. Like they talk, they got eyes all over them. I just, whatever. Anyway, apparently. So yeah, this is big right now. It's one of the best business models. Listen, without the heaven and the hell narrative, guys, there's it's just that if we get the next reset, yeah, we will discount or not have any heaven, like fuck off, and no hell either, fuck off. In fact, we're not having any of it. It'll be a you do you boo fucking experience. Okay, as long as you're good and do it with love, all goes well, isn't it? And if you don't, well, there's the karmic impact, isn't there? So that's on you, boo, as well. So the idol of the devil. Let's have a look. The Simon sculpt. Let's have a look at this nasty stuff. Nasty fishes. Mwah. I can't imagine any fish being nasty. They're lovely. Anyway, that's the way they see it. Somebody's been taking some substances and tripping right out there. So yeah, this is in, I think it's the Czech Republic or Germany, but yeah, this no, I know this is in Bern in Switzerland, and it's climbing up this tower. There's all people running away. Here's the dragon, come to get us. See, I think in like 400 years ago that they survived. The dragons survived Noah's flood, because I've got images in Noah's floods you can find on my channel. Lead Van Haar atlases, which shows on the lower levels he had a pair of dragons, so that's why. Got dragons in the Book of Miracles, but they're more hydra-y, you know. Chop your head off an hydra, another one comes back. And St. George and the dragon. So he's the patron saint of England. I think he was not even English. Don't even think he even came to England or something. He was busy crusading off in the near continent. Yeah, so he's got a cape on like Superman, as you can see, spear through there. So is it analogous for symbols for alchemy? In some cases it is. We'll look at that a bit later. Or is it allegory for symbols for electromagnetics? Yes, in some cases. But I definitely think that dragons, because I'm from Wales, as you know, we have a big fuck off dragon on our beautiful flag, and the flat earth as well on our beautiful flag. In fact, it is the best flag like ever, really, I think. But I'm biased. I know what you're saying. Fuck you. Our flag's much better than your flag. I know your flag is better than your flag. Our flag's good too, though. Just saying. So here's Rome, Greece, the Persians, and the Assyrians in an old engraving depicted as griffins or beasts. Ugh. Dracunus. So yeah, dragon's blood, Dracula, all connected to the Draco bloodline. Very possible that there's blood of dragons, so to speak, in some blood types, if you like, that are knocking about right now. There's the dragon's blood, which possibly, my guess is, I don't know. I don't know if they're good or evil. My guess is good. My guess is good, because the dragons are not around now, so they was hunted to extinction possibly. So the Welsh flag, as you know, is a Welsh dragon. This is the flag of Tartary, and it looks exactly like a mirror image of the Welsh dragon. So the Welsh flag is pretty much the same as the Tartary flag. Why is that? Because Wales was part of Tartary? No, man. No. Tartary was part of Wales. Because we're an international superpower. And now we're just on the western extremities, Forster, actually, up in the mountains where we stayed a while ago. But we haven't forgot. Not this Welshman, anyway. So let's have a look at another knight. He's going to go and batter a multi-headed, three-headed dragon, this one. This is in Russia. Okay, we've got three-headed serpents. We've got skulls there and bones. So suggesting maybe the dragons are chowing down. They say that the giants chow down on people. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be like you dead. I'll grind his bones to make my bread. Yeah, I'm just saying. Chinese, they got a thing for dragons. They got dragons on their New Year's Eve celebrations. Now, they say this is a dragon skeleton. I think this is in a museum in Denmark. Would the wings rot off? The feathers probably would, but they got scales on the outside, and I bet they would be like armor. And I bet you, like, if an armadillo died, it would last a long time. So I'm guessing that the scales or the armor of a dragon would last a long time too. I'm guessing. Don't know. Anyway, can't verify if that's real. But what you can verify is all over culture is references to the dragon. This is a hybrid dragon lady because it suggests a blood group. And this man is like a half a dragon. And, well, he's got a dragon head on a dragon's body. A man's head on a dragon's body, excuse me. How so? Is this suggesting that this is a dragon's bloodline, like the Draco bloodline? Maybe. The infinite loop, two dragons eating one another's tail, which is exactly what we're in now, over and over again. And we're going to get to a point that's going to be super duper exciting. I can't wait for that. There's the infinite loop there. I think this is, I'm not sure if this is Jesus. Does it say Mater there? I'm not sure. But he's sitting on the back of a dragon. Could be an you know, in the alchemical symbol, the dragon is Mater the first, so the first father, and then they associate it with mixing it with, say, like Mercury, and the dragon eating another tail, the infinite loop. So yeah, plenty of saints or battering dragons. You've got like Michael, he's battering dragons. You've got, like I said, St. George, other Muriel, I think, but there's definitely other angels that like to fuck up dragons. Look at this one. This is a flyer. So what's the possibility of them breathing fire? Well, I think scientifically, is it possible for them to produce pyrons enough to ignite? Is there any other creatures that can do fire? Don't think so. Is this a suggestion for a weapon? This was of curious creature. I think this was from Portugal. This is like strange beastie. Part dragon, eats pigs, and is a bit like that person we just saw. So they're trying to tell us that people like that were roaming around like in the recent past. In old maps, you see dragons in Antarctica. You see dragons in different parts of the world on old maps as well. Like they're there. This one looks a bit human-like, a bit demon-like. But you get that, don't you? So let's have a look at this. This is obviously alchemical, and it is Solomon's sigil. It is a magic spell. You got Lucifer on the one side holding a bottle. He's buffeted up in flames because this guy here has summoned up the devil, and he's used this electrical charge, Solomon's sigil, to do this. This is a spell. All of these symbols for the summoning of Satan. So yeah, this is the many-headed Hydra in a biblical depiction. I think this is from Ethiopia. It is. And it is the apocalypse in the book of Revelation. Yo. So this one's a bit of a kook. Look at this one. It's got like a bloke's face, and there's like a girl hanging onto its back, and it's got a lion's body, but definitely dragon-esque. So what's that say on the bottom? And that's Tesla's dragon. It's a copper lightning rod, and it's on the Tesla Science Center. So Tesla has got a thing about dragons and electricity together. This is his lightning rod. Interesting. You know something. You get the Faceless Knight as well, and you can see on the Faceless Knight, it's no dragon in this one, but you got the fasces, which is his central core, which looks a bit like a Gatling gun, but definitely super advanced looking for the periods that it's supposed to come from. And the Imperial banner, I think this is the Imperial banner of Napoleon bone apart. And this device here with electric lightning bolts coming out of it, showing that this is connected with electromagnetic technologies. So this is a temple in Bangkok by all accounts. It's a funny name for a city, isn't it? So yeah, I've been looking into so much this week. There's other stuff. This is alchemical recipe, and each one represents a different substance. But as I said, the dragon is supposed to be Mater, father. This is the Bayer tapestry. As you can see, the dragon crew, or the crew of the dragon, because apparently that's spacecraft. Did you see the Bezos rocket exploded this week? Was it going anywhere? I'm sure if it had any astronauts on it, we'd know all about it, wouldn't we? Blue Origin. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Let me say Blue Origin. So, yeah, Elon Musk appeared on the Bayer tapestry and the Dragon crew off to try and break through the dome. Non possible. In the grounds of Versailles is a dragon, connected in this case with a Charabanuski, who's going to ride this water dragon, because there's dragons as well come from the water. More dragon wings, them ones, aren't they? So yeah, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you, Joe. Good to see you, lovely. Dusky. I'm going to come back in a second and give you all big shouts. I've got plenty to get through, actually. Just want to check these dragon images out. So, yeah, up on architecture. It's not exactly a dragon, but definitely these weird wings going on. So, yeah, all of a culture. And if you Google it, or AI will say, oh, yes, mythical creature didn't exist at all. It's like, well, how come everyone's like Gollum? Like the Chinese and all different cultures got dragons, like, because they don't exist, and they all look pretty much the same. This looks like the Welsh dragon, and he would say AI then, I don't know what you mean, Martin. It's like, yes, you fucking do. Keeps such a porcupine. Yeah, it's talking about toe the party line. Jesus, that's not going to last. I bet everyone's way sick and tired of AI by now. So yeah, dragon me, baby, because I love my dragons, because I'm Welsh, you see. It's an old wooden carving of a dragon from like literally distant antiquity. They've been around since. Dracons and dragons on old maps of Tartaria. And even in Antarctica on this old map where you can see South America is connected to this massive place under here, which is supposed to be Antarctica, but really it is a beautifully warm tropical place. They got dragons there too, and tropical beasts in Club Tropicana, where them lot go, while the rest of us stay here and slave till we die, apparently. Taxes. We love taxes. So yeah, get rid of heaven, get rid of hell, get rid of tax. That's a good one. Good start right there. So yeah, this guy's going hunting dragons. So yeah, were they intelligent? Well, in Peter and the Dragon, he's talking the dragon, isn't he? And Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea. So there was like sea dragons, lived in caves. Did they have language? Possibly. They sort of tell us that they do. And did they hunt them? Well, yeah. People went out and fought dragons, and the dragons looked like they got an organized attack back. And they got crowns on. What does that suggest? They got metallurgy. Just saying. So, yeah, but they run them through and they didn't go down well. I can imagine it being like Starship Troopers, like taking dragons on. Like they kill like your entire army, but you got to do it again and again. I can imagine being really tough. I'm not sure that dragons were a pushover. I think this is propaganda. And that's what we're doing, having a propaganda. So here's a dragon, and he is literally curled himself round a white Nelly the elephant. And elephants were called elephants in Latin. I wonder who thought up the name elephant. Fant. Strange name. I'm just saying it is. So yeah, this dragon lived in a cave like Puff the Magic Dragon and chowed down on some poor chap. Let's have a look what he's got over there. Looks like some really futuristic shotgun, and he's got some special headphones on there. He's taking instructions. So that seems to be normal course of events, like only a couple of 100 years ago before the last reset. This is a griffin. But as you can see, it's got definitely lion-esque qualities, and he's going to chow down on whatever that is. Actually, he might be just giving him a hug. He might not be chowing down on him at all. I presume everything's eating everything in this place. Maybe it is. So here's a brave knight here. He was so brave, he spared the women and children. And now he never. That was a joke. Killed them. Here is also they hunted them for their horns, because their horns, if they ground down, gave them the horn. Like, they never have Viagra factories. So the unicorns possibly hunted to extinction as well for their horns, because that's what was so special. I think they were divine creatures. This lady Godiva, she's trying to protect her unicorn. I don't know what she's doing up there, naked. And he's running it through. Damn him. Damn him to hell. So, and a unicorn there, look. Ah, bring back unicorns. Let's see a unicorn running down a high street. But I think they could be tamed. Now, this is obviously a member of the clergy. Yeah, dominated Patry. And he's got a pet. Dragon. Looks a bit of a nasty bastard, but way psychedelic, isn't it? Looks gonna look really trippy. Yeah, they have pet dragons. Vatican. Whoa. It's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but in dragon form. Look, this knight's gonna get a dragon there for this lady. If he kills a dragon in the code, you can take Fair Maiden home with you after you kill a dragon, apparently. I love the Bellinis. They have really, really long pubic hair, which hides their stuff, which is handy. And they're like, what gives to Alexander's army? Because apparently Alexander the Great caught these cats hanging around in the woods one day. So yeah, that would be fucking awesome. And they got baseball bats. But why have they got such long pubic hair? It's really strange. Maybe you don't. I don't know. Maybe they're really, really old. Thousands of years. So yeah, in really old depictions, dragons as well. This one's got double wings going on. Looks like he's aquatic or something. This one is aquatic. This is a dragon bird. Like the banshee bird is half dragon, half bird. Have you seen it? It comes out of the sky. In Japan, it goes, wah! Banshee bird. So, yeah. So, for apparently thousands of years, apparently all over creation is dragons, griffins, and cryptids. Look at this holding a human head, sort of suggesting that he's pulled it off. This is a griffin. Definitely looks like he's going to chow down on this knight. So yeah, it doesn't all go in the knight's favor, does it? Look, he looks like he's shitting his pants. Can you imagine that on the battlefield? I bet everyone's pooing, but they don't feed them before they go over the top in battles, because in case they spill their guts, and it's everywhere. So they literally don't. They give them brandy and bung them up. Wow. This is wow. Imagine that happening in the modern day. Sort of is. It's like the streets of Manchester on a Saturday night, this, isn't it? Whoa. Chow down. Let's check this lady. What's happening? She's got a lot of lizard action going on, and she's got a dragon biting her head. So this could have been why they are hunted to extinction. Let me know in comments what you think's going on with dragons. I think that the dinosaurs don't exist. I think they're actually dragons. So I'm going to show you. I'm coming back, give you shouts and stuff, and catch up, find out what's going on in the world. Listening to a bit of Mozart at the moment. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, yo. Oh, very lovely. Who doesn't like a bit of the old Joanna, the old piano? Anyway, or a tinkle of the. Who likes a tinkle on the ivories? Huh? Right, let's have a look. So we got Road Atlas is in the house. What's going on? Armory was to protect from dragons. Yeah, man, I reckon so. Godzilla's a bit dragon-esque, and he breathes radioactive materials. I've always been interested in dragons. I did have an old medieval book or a pamphlet. I can't find it now. Looked for it earlier. Saying there was dragons fighting over the Bristol Channel. Like it was a thing. Crazy. Dinosaurs were made up by the Smithsonian. Indeed, Kathy Broughton. They haven't got any dinosaur bones. They can't even show us any if they had any anyway. One of our dinosaurs is missing. Isn't it made out of plaster of Paris? Shut up. Dinosaurs are real. They say if they were left to evolve, like let's pretend evolution was a thing, and Big Bang and everything. So silly. And dinosaurs like are left to evolve from 18 million years ago. They became what? Chickens. That's right. Chickens. Chickens are dinosaurs. That's what how much they insult everybody's intelligence. Much love to you, Dallas, my man. Wiggly, squiggly, flat for my head. How many years has it been for what? Okay, that's our hippie shake talking to our Dallas Fowler. It's a push me, pull me dragon, is it, Pig Dog? Good to see you, my friend. And oh, excuse me, Max Warwick's in the house. Good to see you, man. The unicorn trainer. They get pissy if you see one. That might be true. I train them horses, so why not unicorns? They might be feisty. So Dusky's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Ooh. Dallas, who else is here? Alva Billy. Thought so, man. Good to see you, Alva. Alva Billy. Your wiggly flat thummy stew. So that's it. Joe's in the house as well. Talk to Manny, saying hiya. Good to see you, Joe. Sweetness and light. Okay. And a hippie shake. And sound of my own voice. Thank you. Loving this. Okay, we got more images to go. I better get on with it because I don't want this to be a massive long post. I got lots to bring out. It's just finding the time. I went up to the mountains this weekend. That's why there was no flat today. To the Welsh mountains of practicing bugging out. It was essentially pretending to be homeless for a while. I noticed that was not. You're in a field by the river. Anyway, don't talk about it. It's good, but good anyway. So Welsh mountains is the best place. Yo. The rest of the world could end, right? I mean, nuclear war and all sorts of bullshit that don't exist, right? And you wouldn't know shit about it, and nobody would even care. You know. And it's like, oh yeah, it's World War. You're like, again. Bob Sykes is in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Anyway, let's get back into some juicy images. Is there? Okay, got some funny stuff and everything. It's not all death and destruction. No, I'm joking. It is. Okay, lots of good stuff happening the end of this month. I'm going to show you that at the end of this. We got a big Flat Earth Truth Seeker event coming up. Show you that in a minute. So yeah, I went to this ancient church, right, in Abergavenny in Wales, which is a beautiful place. The guy in there that worked in there was a Yank or an American actually from North Carolina, Bob. Wanted to take questions. He said, I know a story, and I thought, well, that's handy. And we took photographs and asked him questions. There were really rare antiquity pieces. It was in the church called St. Mary's. So I asked him, well, how did this church survive the disillusionment of the abbeys by Henry VIII? He came back with, that's a good question. I don't really know. I'm not an historian. So, well, I am. And this shouldn't be here. Anyway, it's apparently of extreme antiquity. Apparently, like 1,000 years old. You can see they got like old graves in there, but they're not really explaining anything, are they? What is that? It's J735, and this one is a whatever 1793. Really weird. It's like they don't know how to do ones or something. So yeah, there's a deados in there, a lot of saintages in there. It's quite fascinating actually. But one thing they had, which was really rare, is what I'm going to show you in a minute. So yeah, definite skull and crossbones connection. 322 blank plaques. Skull and crossbones. So yeah, Abergavenny has a big Masonic connection, actually. Like literally, when you research it, the whole place is surrounded with mythos around, Freemasons and older fraternities, like the mind blankers. Sorry, my mind's gone blank all of a sudden. So yeah, there's saints in here, or dudes, knights of old, laying around in the church, not in the graveyard, just in the church. And this one was made out of soapstone, had a few replacement parts, but apparently, like these things look like they just beamed them up. Apparently, these were like 800-year-olds. They got Normans in you from after the Norman conquest, Norman sheriffs and dukes. And this church is called St. Mary's in Abergavenny. Now, like I said, big Masonic connection to do with, I'm guessing, Knights Templar connection in this place as well. The symbols are there. So this thing here, now this wooden thing here, I know it's a bit blurred, is a gentleman. He's laying down, okay, next to this thing here. I'll show you a better picture of it now, where you'd expect to see an altar. Here it is. This is the longest or the oldest existing wooden sculpture in the world. It's made out of one solid piece of oak, and this is supposed to be thousands of years old. And it depicts Jesse. Now, Jesse is apparently the son of King David, and apparently this bloodline will eventually be Jesus Christ. So this guy, this wizardy looking Gandalf-y character who's up in the mountains in Wales, who's Jesse, who's like gonna be having a descendant of Jesus Christ, who I suspect is buried here, as I keep saying. He said the window was new. I don't know. All I see is vaginas, but there's Mary, and there's all sorts of clues in this window here. There's Adam, I guessing, crying and bawling. The grapes, the grapes, the grapes, the grapes. And Jesus did turn the water into wine. That's really unfortunate, Jesus, because wine killed my wife. Yeah, that's a bit shit of you, really. So yeah, it had a big fuck off bell. So apparently the bells in St. Mary's Church in Abergavenny are super duper old and famous and rare. You can Google them. They're really rare. So we didn't get a chance to ding any bells. I would have loved to have, ring a bell. I love a bit of campanology. As long as you remember to let it slip through your hands. Otherwise, up you go. It's a bit embarrassing. So yeah, all over the town is the existence of Masonic and St. John's lanes. So Knights of St. John. And they are all number ones. Each building that we see with the Masonic symbols in Abergavenny were number ones. And St. John's, the Knights of St. John, makes perfect sense. So yeah, all like Rosicrucians, the early Illuminati, all out of these places. There's a Jesus there, but it's a brown Jesus. Well, he would be, wouldn't he? Jesus would be if he was from the Eastern Mediterranean. He's not going to be Nordic, is he? No, he's not. Unless he gets the Roman Catholic Church under, you know, the instructions of their bosses, we got high suspicion who they are, tell them to make him Nordic. Make him Nordic, make him gay. So there is another Masonic symbol up in the window there, look, in another building. Yeah, it's craziness. So, I don't know what we got here. Oh, yeah. These live up in the high Arctic, apparently. Look at this guy's moustache, man. It's not, it's markings. He's definitely Russian looking. So, yeah, I'm not sure if these are whatever, flowers or whatever. It's difficult to say. Feathers. He's tarred and feathered, maybe. Sorry, it's just too weird, man. He's got boots on. This is like a really nice animal fit. I bet that's really heavy and lovely and warm. Yes, Troy sent me these this week. He sees me as this mythical hero character, which indeed I am. Chase the sun, feel the wind, and be free. Because you're worth it. And living life on my own terms. That's what I'm doing. I'm captaining my own ship. Yeah. I got this like big, massive fleet. I'm the admiral. Yeah. We're going to get the fuck out of this shithole into a beautiful place. Otherwise, we're going to end up like Berlin. God forbid that should ever happen. So, yeah. Goes to Abergavenny Market and they're selling carpets. And I joked with the guy. I said, oh, this is my magic carpet. He said, I'll give it to you for 20 quid. It's like, you what? It's like, and he told me, like, I brought it home. I've got a new magic carpet. Does it fly? Well, it's got potential to actually fly. I haven't given it a good go. I think I'll fly it to Scotland. Fly the whole, arrive in style. Yeah. Take a parachute, jump off my flying carpet would be like monkey. You just fucking power over it. In fact, you merge with your flying carpet, you become the flying carpet. It's that, otherwise, you won't be able to fly it, you fall the fuck off a long way down. It doesn't come and get you. No, you got to get it right, guys. Just to let you know, in case you're thinking of flying from carpets, don't want anyone to get hurt in the production of this program. So, yeah, these cats here found this big fuck off tree, which is really lovely. It's fossilized, it's gone like stone. I've seen these in New Mexico. Seen these near Meteor Crater, just laying around in the fucking desert, man. They were like glass, rock hard. Happened quickly, and this is turned into the same. But as you can see, you can imagine the size of that tree. That's out in the west. I think that one is in New Mexico too. Super fantastic. Great. Look at your other one. Yeah. So, yeah, we're not allowed muskets, are we? I'd love a musket. I want a flintlock. Brilliant. So, yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Having a beautiful thing like this. Is that silver? They just don't make them like that anymore. Anyway, this particular piece is made out of ivory, not human bone. I suspected it was human bone at first, but it's ivory, which is nasty ass anyway. This is near Giza, and as you can see, evidence of machining, which they're not supposed to have. But we all know, because that's so old now, that they have. God, it's raining like anything. Here are the... Calm down, KKK. Just calm down, KKK. This is the KKK. They got a thing going on. I bet they feel nice, them clothes they wear, all silky. So what they got on their hats? Welsh dragons. Just looks like an exact, like a Tatarian dragon, actually. It's a dragon anyway. So they got badges and everything, like the scout movement. And they're going to do your joining. Yeah. You want to see what the initiation ceremony is later. I don't think you're going to be smiling. This is us. Just... we're the last beacon of humanity, the last light, right? So we're going to grab the last living souls, like Gorilla said. We like in a barren wilderness, and then we just like, we're nature. We're the beautiful trees we are, guys. In a barren wilderness. So, Benito Mussolini, yeah. He liked garlic. What he had for breakfast, in fact, he had it all the time, was fresh garlic covered in the really good olive oil. Would you have that? I would. I fucking love raw garlic. And in that lovely juicy olive oil, I would definitely not eat that much garlic because you'd be burping and farting and your breath would stink like hell. But he's a dictator, so it doesn't matter. As long as if everyone eats garlic, no smell of garlic. Would you eat that? Okay, I would. I'm hungry now, looking at it. I'm going to do something to eat now. Until the chippies open. Anyway, look at this. Now, did anyone see John Levy's last video on Meltology? It was mind-blowing, wasn't it? Fantastic stuff, honest to God. Yeah, but this is like another example of it, where this building is infinitely old and it's just in a melted surrounding. But it looks like a dragon's mouth or something, this does to me. Like teeth could have fitted in there. Do you see that? It's like they built a house in a dragon's head that's been petrified. Yeah, I like that. It's good, isn't it? So, ceremonial daggers of the past, encrusted in jewels, seems to be a big thing. Isn't she probably pretty? This is a Persian lady of the past, and giving the camera a cheeky little smile, I think. Can't tell. That thing. So, yeah, bikinis were invented in the 1950s. Nah, but they weren't. They were around in Pompeii, which is apparently 2,000 years ago or whatever. So, like, that's bullshit. They've been around forever. Can you imagine them? Do you know they say like the medieval period is like, oh, bring out your dead. He must be the king. He's not covered in shit. And chucking buckets of pee out of the window. The Middle Ages. I bet it wasn't. I bet they had women in hot pants. Yeah, and literally bikinis and stuff, guys, down on the beach. It's just stupid. You think they were wearing cassocks? Fuck no. They probably didn't have any even clothes on, which is Celtic chicks. Okay, so that's the Irish, the Scottish. I'm going to Scotland soon, end of the month, to the convention. Do you want to come and hang around in Scotland in a haunted castle and stuff? Okay, you do. Wales with a little dragon on it. You see her there? That's where I live, in Wales. So yeah, all the Celtic chicks have different braids and stuff, look, right? I'd be looking into the Druid warrior women because I'm a type of guy who really likes warrior women. Yeah, Halungian warrior women. Yeah, brave, not too gobby though. No, I really do. I admire that. I admire like warrior spirit, and they should be fighting and for this survival of this place and for what is good in this place. Don't you think? Yeah. So that's an eagle's foot. Okay, I'm not sure if it's an American eagle, but it is American eagle, but I'm not sure the brand of eagle. But yeah, did you realize they were that big? I could easily pick up a small child or something, couldn't it? Look at that. Or a dog. Look at it compared to the dude's hands, man. It's cool though, looking, isn't it? Wow, them talons, man, they would rip your head off. Whew. So this is in Ethiopia. These guys got a thing about Christianity. They got a different thing going on. They think they're hiding the Ark of the Covenant down there and all other holy artifacts. And he's got an ancient Bible there. That same Ethiopian style. But yeah, they got some secrets going on in Ethiopia. That's why Benito Mussolini invaded it for no good reason. It's like all the world to invade. We'll go and take over Abyssinia. I'm going to be the emperor of Addis Ababa, said no one ever. So yeah, Chucky rations up. Yeah, 8 grams. Did you know? So yeah, emergency ration to be eaten slowly in about half an hour. Or you can dissolve by crumbling it into a cup of boiling water as a desired beverage. 4 ounces. Well, I tell you, I'd eat a couple of chunks and I would definitely try for a fucking drinking chocolate later. So that's Chocky rations from the Americans. It's produced in Fulton, New York. Yumski. I miss good chocolate, don't you? No, not really, because it's got human in it, you see? Yeah, because... What? I'm sorry. I didn't purify the sugar, did I, with human bones? Wasn't me, was it? Anyway, I'm done with it. So here's Osiris and a brat. Here's Mary and her baby. And as you can see, there's not much in it, is there? It's just archetypes for each reset. They both got the sun disk or the halo. Both got a rug rat. And she's sort of going for Bitty, or he is, and he's getting Bitty. Like that. So this is the making of the movie Cleopatra with the very, very, very beautiful Elizabeth Taylor and other models. She played Cleopatra very well. I like that movie a lot. It's good investment in they don't make that same effort in movie production anymore, do they? Big screen sets and stuff. They should do. Fucking green screens. We know what's going on. It doesn't give the same flavor. We want real explosions in war films. I know when a CGI building explodes. I want to see the actual building explode like they did in the Die Hard days. Yeah? Go back to blowing shit up, Hollywood. These are Viking chicks. They're off on voyage. They're going to go to their new land, which is probably Wales or somewhere. But yeah, so they packed it up. And they're thinking, I wonder what it'd be like. So they don't look very worried, but I bet they could, like, literally, they're going to link up with the druid chicks and swap information. So this is the grave of Saladin the Great. He likes a salad in the Great, and he has got a big turban on his coffin. I think this is in Tehran. Apparently, Che Guevara, who once remote viewed me, seeing what all the noise was about, he's gone to see Saladin the Great. They're all in it together, aren't they? Up the revolution. Yeah, whoever's paying. This is a Moor of Spain. They took over Spain, and he's listening. And he's going to come in. He can shoot you. He can stab you. He's got gunpowder and whatever this nasty-ass bit of weaponry is. He's well equipped. And that's why he's even got chainmail on. And that's why the Moors took over the place. I never realized the scale of the Pyramid of Giza. Millions of tons of stone. Probably wood. Maybe that's where the big trees are. Right there. Look at that, though. And they don't let you climb up it. I'd fucking definitely want to climb up it. Unless, of course, you're Graham Hancock and one of the Illuminati, then you can go up it, apparently. Because you get that. Oh, here's Brad Pitt in a cheeky little number and a pair of kinky boots in the making of the movie Troy. So, yeah, oh, fucking hell. They must have paid him a hell of a lot to do that. Yeah. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. No. Anyway. So, yeah, not going to close up on this, but in the Navy, back in the war, this is Clap Clinic. Yeah, so they check you out. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Having to pull your pants down in front of somebody and saying you have a look already. And then they inject you with something if you've been putting it somewhere, which you probably have been putting it somewhere, on board said ship. Okay. Hopefully when they went ashore with random prostitutes, which seems to be the norm. Look at this. This is in Arizona, and it's a famous curly tree that is adhered to the Taurus field that is rolling through that canyon, which is beautiful. Rolling energy at chi, exhibited in growth. Yeah, I love that. This is the piece of shit London Wall. Because of shit. So, yeah, apparently it's Roman. Yeah, whatever. But they dug it up because guess what? That's right. It's covered in mud because it'd be mud flooded. But they say it's Roman. Whatever. Everything's fucking Roman, isn't it? They find anything in Wales, they'll say, oh, it's the Romans. Yeah, because the Welsh, you see, they couldn't build anything. This is apparently an anthropomorphic version of Shiva, including Shiva's lingra or phallus inside, apparently there. And this is a beautiful Asian Tibetan ornament of Shiva. So you can carry that around your neck, and it's like a superhuman Shiva power pack, which is awesome. I'd go for a super Shiva power pack. Which is you? Forget I would. Shoo. Shiva the Destroyer. Yeah, and it's a form of creativity. He loves my mouse. Yeah, everything's going great with my little mouse. It's been really groovy to have him in my life. And field mice, they live in flowers. I just hear people going, This astronaut, I did write her name down. God almighty. You want to see her police record? She went to shit in an handbag. Jesus Christ, she had some emotional problems. I did write her name down somewhere. But, because she's an astronaut, I didn't think it was worth remembering that much about it. I'm sure I did write her name down. Anyway, she's got a name, and it's like a woman's name. And she went completely nuts and ended up like that. But that's just the MO of the type of mentality of people that lie and pretend they're going to non-existent space, by the way. Oh, bungo trees. I love them. Look at this thing. I want one. I want everything. I want a bungo tree. I want donkeys. They are beautiful. So yeah, fish heads. So yeah, definitely the Vatican and some of the royals and stuff have got a crown. There is a fish head open. So they got that's the Phoenicians, isn't it? Check this out. An imperial crown of Tsar Nicholas II, the Romanov, who ended up apparently assassinated by the Bolsheviks. So yeah, these geisha girls sworn to secrecy. Hear no, see no, and say no evil. Okay, well, that's Japan all over, isn't it? This is another thing I've been looking into as well, is Bob Hope's Vietnam shows. There's video out there. I've been watching them. They are really, really entertaining, but they are very, I don't know, vaudeville sort of variety performances. So yeah, well, the idea is you get tens of thousands of Vietnamese troops off the battlefield. You stick them in front of a stage with Bob Hope, who smokes dope, and then a dancing Raca Welsh. I'm done with that. So these are some of the crazy magazines that they had. Troy Donahue, please don't say I'm cruel to girls. Oh, fucking hell. Rita Hayworth, she went to shit in a handbag. How ex-boyfriend tried to save her with love and failed. Rita fucking Hayworth. Did you ever see how beautiful she was dancing around and all of that? Flouncing, that she used to do. Worst kind of sex, male life. Blow his guts out. Okay, then. Let's move on. Jackie hurried to wedding. I'm not sure what's happening there. The games, the buttons, the play, the tantalize each other. That is Elizabeth Taylor and her husband, Richard Burton. I'm guessing it was like OnlyFans of the day. Faye Dunaway, love Faye Dunaway. I've lied before as a man because Faye Dunaway, did I just say, I didn't know she was a man until just then. Maybe I should have read on before I exclaimed. I take back that exclamation. Debbie threatened. Oh, God, look at how psycho Elizabeth Taylor can be. Oh, I bet that's frightening. Now, Mia Farrow, what fucking kook squad she is, isn't she? Fucking hell. Whew. So, yeah, she married Frank Sinatra, who's almost Elvis. Andre Previn's ex-wife teaches Mia about his needs. Two scoop stories. Peggy Lipton's strange religion. Why Greg Morris had to find God. Why she sold her soul to Satan and then had his baby. Did you see his little hoofy woofies? Incredible, weird, and factual. The weird sex magnetism of Anita Ekberg. Fuck yeah. Anita Ekberg. Yeah, she was beautiful. I've seen her in films as well. Can't remember one of them or anything she was in. Hollywood turns pagan. Oh, look at the Maharishi checking out Mia Farrow's assets. She's like, Mia, come here. Come here, Mia. Sit on my lap, Mia. She's like, I'm a guru, you know. I know a lot of secret about the universe. Come sit on my lap. And she sat on his lap. And then basically, so did the Lennon sisters, named after John. Too late to ask forgiveness. No. Because you've had the Maharishi. So, yeah, what happens when you're a mega famous rock star? Apparently, standard with Southerners like Jerry Lee Lewis, he married a child. Elvis Presley, another rock and roller, he married a child. So it's a bit strange. There's Priscilla. She's probably pushing 15 there, something. Doesn't matter to the rock and roll industry. So just before the making of Rosemary's Baby, creepy Mia Farrow, before she had maybe Touching Me, Touching You with the Maharishi, she married fucking old Blue Eyes. This is craziness. The old gangster himself. That's a strange picture in the background. Anyway, she looks anemic. She looks like a kipper. She's skinny as shit. What the fuck is he seeing in her? I just don't get it. Mia Farrow is not really... Oh, sorry, I was going to say the doable word. I didn't mean it like that, though, but I sort of meant that, really. Okay. I've seen these. Let's move on. That's because they see Mia Farrow. Versailles were for an investigation, but I already picked this apart with the Marley machine and everything else. The irrigation of such a Masonic laid-out circuit board of Versailles. I'll cover it again one day. So, yeah, Mercury's a fighter. He's going to whack All Father Time in the head with a caduceus. It's going to be gnarly as well. But he's got an hourglass, or as you know, an egg timer on his head. But he's got a scythe. Scythe, caduceus, scythe, caduceus. My money's on the scythe. As long as you've got a good, clear swing. Swing. Okay, well, if I moved on to the dragons, I think I may have had. Okay, let me just exit that. Flap me, baby. Flap me all night long. So I don't know how many images a year and how long I've been talking. 2 hours. This is a military I want. Yeah. Whole regiments of women like this in bikinis. Wouldn't that be great? Would you join that? Okay. Fuck yeah. I could join their... I'd join their cult. Definitely. Oh, this is, listen, guys, can I just say this officially on Flat Earth British? Drugs are bad. Look at Judy Garland. Somewhere over the rainbow is extreme addiction. This is in 1967, the year I was born. No wonder Liza Minnelli had so many emotional problems. She looked after demented, didn't she? She was always a bit scatty. Well, fucking hell, mother. She probably had her on the old nose candy about fucking 6 or something. Get the nose candy down, you. Okay, excuse me. I don't know what's happened to these pictures. Let me scroll down because I have seemed to have mixed them up. Patience, my friends. Okay, here they are. Here they are. Okay, so we're going to go through some more images. And here is the Nazis. And they are presenting a picture of Adolfsky to a young athlete, which seems to be because they were all keeping fit and it was all like really healthy. So, yeah, T-Rex. Okay, T-Rex can't eat. You know they can't have sex because the tail's in the way. So they would have been extinct because of starvation anyway. What if, right, that the T-Rex was really a dragon and they just, the wings are not on there anymore and they just rubbing our faces in it? My money is on the dragons. There's more evidence. There's no evidence. It's stupid. Only fake antiquity like Göbekli Tepe show stupid dinosaurs. Or some highly suspect Masonic Jesuit-supported artists. They'll my bung a dinosaur in, and that makes it real. All right, here's some alchemical. I'm lovely painting. Got the fire pot, the Masonic G. And what she's saying is, smell my finger, is what she's saying. It's Sophia. We love Sophia, the all-seeing eye, which is AI, obviously. And there's the all-seeing eye, AI. Let's see what it manifested. Chem clouds, a comet. Oh, shit. Earthquakes are coming. And, ooh. Sorry to take the ends of the world in such a tongue-in-cheek nature, but the world won't end. Civilization will. So we got it's the Masons, so we got a pentagram. Okay. We got a pentagram. We got the Masonic handshake. So they like a bit of Satanism, don't they? Or Luciferianism, let's be fair. Building shit, the maritime, weighing weed, and there's the G, load of pillars, where, and the Masonic duality, checkerboard floor, loads more pillars. There are 3 pillars. They say there's Joachim and Bois, but there's a 3rd pillar, and I heard there was a 4th as well. I did know the name, but I can't remember everything. And what else we got going on? There's Joachim and Bois, the 2. They got celestial spheres. And they got 1 globe there. But they did bring that in. Like about 400, I reckon, less years ago. I don't think it's been out that long. Kids were being taught flat Earth like literally 70 years ago. So I don't see why it's such a, this globe's new, man. New weird. So we got some 777. J and B, Joachim, Bois, 3 dots, 3 dots. On top of their fruit or something. Let me mag out a minute. Always with the beehive as well. That's big with the Phoenicians. So yeah, secrets that I don't know because I'm not in the club and I wouldn't want to be either. Any club that had me, I wouldn't want to join. Always have your own club. The Cathedral Church of St. John the Divine, again with the St. John connection. Beautiful window, beautiful purple. And these are other beautiful art pieces that I just randomly picked up because I love the colour. I'm into colour. I'm just going to switch through. I'll comment when I see anything. There's a beautiful sun come around because it doesn't actually set. And if you're this time of year, like it's just getting dark now, and it won't take 4 hours or something before it's back around again. It whizzes around this time of year. York Minster, I've been in here a couple of years ago. I will see it again at the end of the month when I go past it. It's really impressive, but my favorite cathedral is Lincoln. I think it surpasses York Minster. It's in lots of many regards. Right, another alchemical image. Let's have a look what's going on here. A lot of change. You get the unicorn, which has changed, but the unicorn is a symbol for Scotland, so that could mean the slavery of Scotland, like they did with Wales. And say that we're all unified. Who fucking says? You fucking says. And then you can tax that ass what you want. Yeah, he's chained up. He's chained up. I'm afraid I don't know the context. It's just infinitely trippy. That's why I'm looking at them. So all of these are, I should say, these are Flemish masterworks by Van Eyck. And not all by Van Eyck. Some of these are Bruegel. I think this is a Bruegel. And my favorite Flemish artists, which give you a glimpse into what it was like 500 years ago. This is a swan-driven float, very Phoenician, and that's all taking part on the water. He's kissing her on the cheek. Ah, that's nice, isn't it? Somebody's getting a kiss on the cheek. This is weird. This is a weird narrative. So this red and white stripe, which is just like the barber's pole, again, rags and bones. This is the German army, yeah, crossing the border into Russia on the battlefield of Barbarossa. Okay, the exact same battlefield that Napoleon had a battle with, on the same battlefield, the Battle of Borodino, on the same area, and apparently the dead are still not there from 100 years previous, because obviously the bones have gone to another place, you know where, wink, wink. And then, so Hitler didn't like realize, oh shit, right. So Napoleon goes to Moscow. Moscow's empty. There's only a few Germans there setting the buildings alight. The population has vanished or gone east or wherever, gone. So he's like, fuck this for a game of soldiers, Napoleon. So he marches what's left of his army back after the freezing winter, and then loses most of his army. They all like die. So like, because of the overextended supply line, Hitler takes his army to exactly the same location to do exactly the same thing, after knowing that Napoleon had fatally lost it. And what happens to the Germans when they did this? Well, it didn't go down well for them. I can tell you that. Fucking hell. What? History repeating, the exact same battlefields, the exact same blood spilled on these nodal points, the energy centers, spills out into the whole thing, the corpse, the whole thing. Exactly what you would do in hell. Look at this. This is that's Pluto, and that is his wife. These are tortured souls. Oh yeah, fucking hell. Three-headed, horrible thing. Somebody playing a harp and a lady playing an electric fiddle. But it's supposed to be Pluto, and I don't mean the dog that doesn't speak, because obviously he was around before they found the planet in the 30s, so they named it after him. So stupid. This is off the Ghent altarpiece. Apparently that means something. It does say Nicola on there. So Nicola is on the Ghent altarpiece with an angel. Nicola. You know what it means? Nicola is on the Ghent altarpiece. So this is one of my favorite stories. So yeah, when I went to Venice last year, I'm sitting outside this like basilica. I'm sat on the steps, and I'm having a smoke. I'm sitting there and I'm looking around. And I'm thinking, what is that feeling? What is that feeling? What is this fucking place? And I look behind, and there's a board that says the body, okay, of Santa Lucia is in you. I was like, wow, instantly goose pimples. Okay, Santa Lucia. So I go in to the church through the door. I'm sat having a bliff, literally 12 foot away from the remains of Santa Lucia. I'm like, okay, well, that is really, really trippy. Yeah. Well, Santa Lucia is also St. Lucy. This is Santa Lucia, who is St. Lucy, and she was arrested and sentenced by a Roman emperor to a life of prostitution in a brothel. That was her sentence. For some women, that would have been like, oh yeah, well, thanks. But in her case, yeah, she was holy. She wasn't down with that. She's prayed to God, and God made her static and immobile. Not even a herd of cows or cattle could move her to the brothel. They couldn't get her there. Nice story. Not a very nice sentence, if I say so myself. Really not nice at all. So let's have a look at some ginger curls or blonde curls. Adhere into the natural properties of reality. And it's nice how people's hair goes curly. Really love that shit. Really love it. Curly. Oh, here's a great man from antiquity. All them grapes going to make wine. See, wine, I can't handle it. It makes me want to vom, and I always get a banging headache every time. Oh, right. So this is the earliest depiction ever known in reality, which depicts homosexuality, actually, in a medieval thing. And the devil's making them do it. Look. I know. Right, this poor sainted person is St. Catherine. She's going to be treated very roughly indeed, and then she's going to be nailed to a cartwheel and then turned around and round on fire. Not very nice. This guy, yeah, he's got a blue ball, and he's also doing smell my finger. I don't know why they do that. So that's their problem. The Masonic handshake, hand covering. Beautiful jacket. I love embroidery. I'd love something with embroidery on it. Maybe somebody can design me a flat of British embroidery thing, very steampunky and Tatarian. That would be awesome. I was wondering whether they did paint kids in a Renaissance, except for like Cherubinowski's. Turns out they do with some elites. Isn't they horrible? Can't believe anybody wants kids. Actually, my kids are really beautiful, but I'm just saying others like, look at this. This is a dead kid. Sorry if I'm dead babying you. Says sad. It's not. It's asleep. Wouldn't do that. Look at the embroidery and see, I want beautiful things like that. I want beautiful clothes. Look at this. This is also in Ghent. I think this is Bruegel work. Grapes, but I think these are pineal glands, little devil's head there, and saint killing a dragon, St. Michael. Conquering evil. I don't know. There's a name for this, begins with H. Hypercranti, something or other. There's a long Latin name of werewolfitis. Apparently, this is quite common, not really, but some people do get it, where they get really, really hairy, like Hairy Mary. I would like to see one of these people. And I wouldn't stare, or I wouldn't even comment or anything. I would just act normal, like that everybody else. They've only got hair, for fuck's sake. Doesn't make them nutty, does it? You drink coffee, Dusky. I mean, I love my coffee. That's why I got my own sip of coffee. So I have, I think, 259 watching, which is really nice of you to be here on a Tuesday night. I don't know if what you're doing in America. Is it nice weather there? I don't know. It's raining in Britain. Share this out would be awesome. If you've got a share facility, I think they're getting rid of it in there or something. It's all gone over to AI, haven't it? This is a beautiful painting. Caught the light on the mother of pearl fantastically. The shifting light on that as well. The fruit isn't rotten. I think they're peaches. Pair of spectacles, silver platter, beautiful tapestry, blanket or whatever, carpet. The stuff they had then is infinitely better than anything we got now. Look at that. Perfect Fibonacci, mother of pearl, gold, Phoenician mermaids on top riding a seahorse. Whew. I've always liked mother of pearl. It's so trippy. It's really pretty stuff, man. So yeah, check this out. All of these tiny people flying out of the tower, and they look like jesters. This looks like a jester. He's like a jester, and they're flying. But she's got a magic wand, maybe made a maiden fly. Did you ever see that clip that was going around last week of the Queen's funeral when this guy standing in front of a coffin and there's a wooden stick and he snaps it and puts it on top of the coffin? Nothing else, just this wooden stick. A magic wand spells over, witch is not, the witch is dead. Another Mary Vagina. And she's got a whip, a flagellator, and she's whipping Jesus, whipping him into shape. And Jesus is being gripped by a devil. There's a bed there. Or is she going to whip the devil? Let's hope it's the devil, because that would be really bad if we was to have a revelation that Mary was actually really cruel. This is an interesting painting. So this painting depicts St. Peter, who's there, and he's doing an exorcism. The picture or the painting is called Demon Disguised as Madonna. I shit you not, this painting depicts that he holds this thing here with a reliquary. He does an exorcism, and the Mother Mary that we see with Jesus decloaks, the illusion is lifted, and you see who they truly are. Isn't that like very telling for a painting about what's really going on under the surface? Do you think? I think it's really telling. Amazing, actually. Lifting the illusion. So angels with trumpets causing disaster is just another, sort of suggestion that there's outside influence to do with reset and vibrational quality. These is, they say with the tribulation, there's going to be trumpets. So there's big fucking trumpets coming out of the air. You can safely say that the world's going to end soon. Or not world. Everyone's going to die. Here's another Mary and another Jesus is doing the Balthamatic hand up thing. I don't know what it says on there. But it look like they're worth a few quid, don't they? And they also look like they're set in the Middle Ages. They're also properly Viking. This is a magician in the past. He's learning to do the cup and ball thing, which is actually a bit of a rip-off on a tarot. Here is a lady, Hairy Mary. She lives out in the woods with her unicorn, as you do. As you do. So if I was out in the woods and she was this pretty and she was a Hairy Mary, yeah, I would be really happy about it. This is a miniature organ in the Renaissance period. Look how butt ugly that frigging Cherbanowski is. Wow, what's he got on his head? Holy cow. And look at her as well. She looks way weird, doesn't she? Look at that bleeding head on her. Woof. And Mary's always a ginger anyway. Is really, really are ginger in Phoenicia, aren't they? Not. And she's got this like organ. It's like a mini organ with a bellows. I bet that sounds like a synthesizer. I shit you not. It probably sounds like craft work or something. I was thinking. Don't know though. So is he really, really big, or is the building really, really little? And why is it emanating light? And why does he look like Gandalf the Great? And why has he got a blue book? Why's he got a red hat on? Sorry, was that too many questions? Sorry, all right. Don't worry. And she looked in the mirror and she saw, no, it's not a mirror. This is how they conducted relationships. He looked one way and she looked the other. They didn't look at one another. I'm not sure what's going on in that context, I'm afraid, guys. I wasn't here. Alchemical suggestion, again, Meta Dragon, Mercury, red Mercury has been poured into it by this priest, Zoroastrist priest. But he has to wait for the comet to go over for the charge to make the experiment work. Interesting. Mass armies. And they would rush in to the battlefield, and a lot of them would just disappear off the face of the earth. Check this out for the Middle Ages period. Excuse me, could I use your handkerchief to wipe my boogers in it, please? I don't think they were for wiping boogers. It would be really just like literally disrespectful, wouldn't it? Look at that nice gold bracelet. We like a bit of quality, don't we? Look at her knocking her out on the keyboards with the organs. And look at that cape as well. Why don't she trip up? Why is it so big? I bet it's nice and warm, though. Lovely. So a lace ruff with jewels. I'm not sure how they manufacture something like this, if I'm honest. It's like a lattice work, a matrices of material. Mind-boggling. Right, look away. So I'm not sure what the, this is like antiquity, right, guys? This is the Renaissance period, which was like 1300s to like 1600s. This is like 1500s. And there's this like, this thing holding a big steel ball. What could it be? A steel ball in that day and age? Do you think they made a barbarian that big? What is it? Mirror ball, what's in it? What's reflected in the mirror? A window and somebody there. Whew. I'm not sure if she's old or young or what. It's just really, whoa. Ooh. Another mother of pearl cup. Oh, I bet it tastes lovely drinks out of that. So this is the size of the feast they would have in the 18th century. A little bit of dance on the dance floor. There's not too many chicks happening. Oh, yeah, there are a few. Oh, yeah, they are couples, sorry. It's right the way down. Dogs allowed. Beautiful food. No preservatives inside. Lushamundo. They're probably eating pork. So is pork dangerous for humanity? Is it something else like sugar that fucks people up? Do you think? Well, there's a couple of races of people in here that don't really eat here a lot. So there's a lady taking the clothes off with a lovely dog. Sorry, I'm not prying or anything, guys. It's just, let's see how this goes down. She's got piss pot, pair of pointy shoes, and a lovely dog. Ooh. Sorry, we don't mean to look, but let's have a look what she's doing. Taking the stockings off. Little candle. Don't set yourself alight. So you didn't need much. That's all you need. You got a little doggage. Piss pot. What else do you need, guys? Munchies. In case you wake up hungry. Which I am actually hungry right now. Oh, this is an interesting painting. Very realistic, guys. Almost like a photograph, isn't it? Yeah, she's an unusual looking character. She's got that Phoenician nose going on, look. No indentation, straight nose. See that? Hiya, Kimusabi, lovely. Oh, Matt, because she's saying, luminous humans. What treat for Monday? Is it Monday? Why have I been saying Tuesday? I don't even know what day it is anymore. Look at this clown. I know we don't like clowns on Flat Earth British, but this one sort of looks like he might be on hard drugs or something, or really unhappy. He's feeding a baby. He's got a baby. Clown's got a baby. Life in the circus must be lovely. They look happy, children. Traveling around, circus tent. Yeah, it's definitely something going on with clowns, all right. Oof. I haven't got over bleeding watching that Derry program with Pennywise, yeah? That really gnarly. Wow, look at that. I got antique chess pieces. They got an acorn for, well, I'm not sure. Is that for the bishop? For the bishop, yeah, it is. And look at that tapestry stuff there. Oof. So, yeah, do you like a game of chess? I like a game of chess. These kids like a game of chess. Wow, how fine everything is in the whole world compared to now. But they look really pale. Everyone looks really pale. I don't know why that is. Cheddar Banuski's playing that same little keyboard thing there that I talked about. I wonder what it sounds like. I'd love to see it. You hear it, I mean. And see one. Smell my finger. Again, this is a big secret. Okay, this thing here. That's a hat, isn't it? It's a glass hat with a handle. Upside down hat. Don't cry, King David. Is that King David or Solomon? I think it's King David. What's the matter, huh? Oh, I hate to see a man cry. Don't cry, old man. We like you, Gandalf the Great. Your power always great again. Will be great again. Next life, you'll be back as a baby soon. Wee. Do it all again. So, yeah, the Renaissance period, they were painting hands that look lifelike with blood in the veins. I find that fascinating. Not sure what's on the onyx ring. Looks like maybe a Masonic symbol. She's doing a thumbprint like that. Crazy good. Wow, the Renaissance period blows my head off. Especially, like, I've always had a fascination with the Flemish schools, though I don't even know why really. That says Magnifica, Magnifica, Magnifica indeed. Is that my lot on there? It is. That's my lot. Well, I hope you enjoyed my images for today. Right, let's just give you a little fill you in on what's going on. And this is happening. You can find it linked below. I'm going to be in Scotland Friday and Sunday. So Friday and what's that? 19th and 20th. There you go. Sorry, it just says Friday the 19th to Sunday, but on here it's 19th, Saturday and Sunday. I'm not sure which it is. It says Friday and Saturday, but there it says Sunday. So I'm not sure. Then I'm gonna have to read that. Anyway, so yeah, get the tickets below. There's going to be myself there. There's going to be all these people here: Mark Devlin, DJ Steve Faulkner of Space Busters, Dr. Steve Young, Anthony Samaroff, and Dawn Lester, Gordon Sambridge, Mike Wilkinson, who is my mate. Stellium 7. So that's going to be all happening in about 3 weeks' time. Book your tickets now. So Friday to Sunday, then it says there, but on there it says it's Friday and Saturday, so I'm unsure about that, I'm afraid. So yeah, here's the itinerary. Better check this out. Doors open Friday at 9 o'clock. And DJ set at the end of the night, so it was a bit of a party. And then Saturday, yeah, there's only 2 days. Saturday, yeah, Sunday we leave. Welcome housekeeping. What's that mean? We've got to give it a mop up. Speaker is Dawn, and then Anthony, and then speaker 3 there, Martin Liedtke. And I'm going to be on the Saturday, which is awesome. And I'll be on, I think that is 2:45 to 3:45, I think. Matt goes through the looking glass. So I'm going to be talking about all of the juicy stuff, but it will be in the camp of healing everybody and reversing age and all of the rest that I'm going to go into. Secrets. I'm going to spill the beans. Built in the 16th century, Mainz Castle's rich, fascinating history that spans generations. It's supposed to be really haunted as well. And there's loads of stuff to do around by there. So that is in Dundee. Beautiful city that is. So yeah, that's what that's what's happening at the end of the month. Also, a lot of people. There's Guru Gathering I'm going to in September. As far as I know, Alex said earlier today that it's selling really well. Loads of people are going. So this is Dave Mannell's event. He's doing a separate event, tickets, and they're going to correspond with one another. It's a big gig, loads of music, loads of fun times in the sunshine. And that's Guru Gathering. That's happening in September. So that's going to be awesome. Can't wait for that. Anyway, that's all the stuff that's happening. But yeah, if you fancy a trip to Scotland, it'd be well worth it because you're going to meet loads of like-minded people and truthers. I think there is a few tickets left. My neck is gone. Thank you for doing that, Hippie Shake. Right, let me come back. Let me give you shout. Okay. Thank you for being here. Ooh, Eric, good to see you, my man. What's going on? Eric, wish you could. Well, get on a jumbo jet. Never say wish. Say do. Is that you, Vanessa? Oh, we really like you. PhD Goldie. It's Vanessa's in the house. Good to see you, lovely. And there's the tickets for Guru Gathering. Now, the last one last year was like for a lot of people was a life-changing event. People were not the same. I was all right because I'm like a festival goer and stuff, so I was no shock to me. But to everyone else, they were like, "How did this turn into Glastonbury?" Oh, yeah, innit? So yeah, Dusky. So yeah, it'd be fun because it'd be a nice sprinkling of Martin, and I bring the magic. Okay, I bring the party. You know that. You know that. The most languages Monday related to the moon day. So yeah, it was a completely new reality today. It was a portal we went through, that blue moon thing, that 13th moon. I'm down with that. And it does feel like, the energy's lifting because it hasn't been a bit dense lately, hasn't it, guys? Have you noticed that? All the people and the bus bastards and everything else. I can't even look at them. They turn your milk sour. Yeah, because they're all like got no faith and they're really unhappy. So waiting for the next whatever to come. They're like, whatever. Anyway, it's not about me because, as I said, like I'm passing through and I'll help. I'll help all I can. But I'm going to be around for like a long time because I'm really, really, really want to piss them off. Like royally. 127 of plan. Made the plan. Packed. Yeah, I'm stick or brick. Vibes. I'm a stick or brick. Could build anything with a stick or brick. Lego is pretty awesome as well. Thank you, Hippie Shake, for linking up my thing. Ericsson, HD Gold Vanessa. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my show today. Let me know in comments what you think. Make sure to catch up on my other stuff. Me and Frankie Mosabi. I'm going to write a Kimo Sabi song. And Louise Nay. I'm going to write. Thank you, Ollie. I love her for being here as well. My friend, I did see you there. And Susie's in the house. Saying hi to Kimo Sabi. Who's Kim? Who's Kim Husavi? Kimo Sabi. Who's Kim Husavi? Johnny Wick's in the house. Good to see you, man. What's going on? So yeah, Wednesdays are all right. Mondays are all right, innit, guys? But yeah, why not? Let's do it. Good times, bro. I just said that. Wow, you're so like on it. It's salad, like saladin. Salad, weird, isn't it, mate? Ooh, life is weird. It is when I'm in it. Don't worry about it. That'll be good in the end. Solve a mist. What's going on, bro? Whoa. Okay, thanks for being here. If anybody wants to shout, I suggest you get in the comments now. Send love, because it's going to be. It's time to go to sleep now. The old world has so many mysteries and different creatures. It's really, I love giants, love dragons, unicorns, all of that caper. Thank you, Hippie Shake, who's juicing up my Sherry Link thing, which is beautiful. Seems to be the thing in the world of YouTube, yeah. So I'm losing light. Pretty dark at the moment, aren't I? Yeah, I fucking do. So thank you, Hippie Shake. Thank you, babe. Thank you, everybody, for being here. So yeah, like this video, and I will be making more content this week. Like I said, I've been camping and doing stuff, and I've been busy. Just wondered if Normandy is on a ley line. Well, they got like Karnak that rips through, eh? I definitely think that's on a ley line. So I would say. So do you know where British people go on holiday to get a suntan? Brittany. Get suntan in Brittany. Is that silly? It's a silly joke, isn't it? Sorry. I thought it's funny. A little bit. Weasel, good to see you. I have no one but you. Well, like literally. Don't make me cry. I'm sure you have got loads of things. Go make friends with the ants nest. You'll have hundreds of friends, eh? Whirl of bliss. Not red ants. Because they bite. Or fire ants. Maybe don't make friends with ants. Something else. Which there's lots of. Deers. Deers are good. They run around everywhere in America, don't they? I had to check what day it was. Whirl of bliss. I haven't got Scooby-Doo what's going on in reality. Never mind. I can't even believe I even managed to talk to you all. I don't even know things at the moment. Anyway, love you all. Stay awesome. Stay epic. If you need me, martinleaker7@gmail.com. I am Marticus on Stickle Brick, as you know. So yeah, I got tons to share, but like I said, I don't want to be hours and hours and hours. Thank you, Alva Billy. Of empty air. I want it juicy, constant, action. Things. So yeah, come to Scotland. You take the high road and I'll take the low road, but I will get to Scotland before ye. That's definite. Eric Sims, good to see you. Okay. Thank you all for being here. 250 people. I will see you on the next livey, and I will be pushing videos out this week as well. Thank you, everyone on Facebook. I forgot to say hi to my Facebookians as well. And Boom Shankar, and may the seed of your loins be forever fruitful in the belly of your woman Gadanga and Buttawanga and all of the good things in life. Okay. I think that's it. Lost that.